These are the areas I'm going to talk about. I'll start with a few words about I Qualify UK, go into more detail of the Level 7 Diploma, explain about the learning contract, how online learning works, and give you a bit more detail on the teaching zone itself. Also talk about how the qualification is assessed, a bit about academic journals and university progressions, and then there'll be a chance for us all to have a discussion about and answer any questions. I Qualify UK. Our mission statement is to deliver high quality, affordable education in international standard qualifications and skills which provide both excellent content and learning experience to students all over the world. We will obviously therefore do all we can to help you succeed, but of course you do need to do your best endeavours as well. The Level 7 Diploma in Business Management is a postgraduate level or master's level qualification. That's what the Level 7 refers to. There are 5 units. You need to pass all 5 to obtain the qualification. They are Strategic Business Management and Planning, Management of Financial Resources and Performance, Leadership Change and People Performance, Corporate Strategy, Governance and Ethics in the Global Environment, and Research Methods and their Application to Marketing. They can be done in any order, but generally that's probably the best order there that you see. Just turning to the details of the 5 units. Strategic Business Management and Planning, it's assessed by examination, aims to give you a sound understanding of the following: the nature, scope and need for strategic business management and planning in international organisations, the classical and contemporary models, concepts and tools used in business strategy and planning, how organisations identify and develop their goals and values, the impact of political, economic, social, technological, environmental and legal factors, or PESTEL as they're often referred to, the key forces that represent both opportunities and threats, the strategy process to achieve competitive advantage, and future challenges affecting strategic business management. Second unit, or Management of Financial Resources and Performance. This unit is assessed by assignment, gives you a sound understanding of the evaluation of performance using financial statements, the use of management accounting information in the planning and control of resources, how contemporary management accounting methodology can support the management and control of resources, the management and performance of resources in business strategy and planning, alternative financing to achieve organisational objectives, the use of financial data in long-term capital decision-making, the international aspects of financial strategy, and how organisations manage risk. Leadership Change and People Performance Unit. This is also assessed by assignment, aims to give you a sound understanding of how the workforce can contribute to competitive advantage and the strategic vision and values, strategies for people resourcing, retention and development, strategies for employee commitment and engagement, leadership approaches linked to high performance working, or HPW as it's abbreviated, the theories, concepts and tools associated with organisational change, and the capabilities associated with the management change and promotion of an HPW culture. Corporate Strategy, Governance and Ethics in the Global Environment. This unit is assessed by assignment, aims to give you a sound understanding of how to analyse the business environment and the development of an international business organisation, the dynamics between an organisation's resources, products or services and its environment, how to evaluate business ethics from a global perspective, the concepts and perspectives of corporate governance, corporate social and environmental responsibility, how to manage corporate governance and ethics to achieve corporate goals, and how to implement and monitor governance and ethical issues in developing a corporate strategy. Finally, research methods and their application to marketing. This unit, assessed by assignment, aims to give you an understanding of the role of research methods in business management and marketing, research design and evaluation of different research approaches, setting research objectives, developing hypotheses and the planning of a research project, management, business and marketing theory and literature research relevant to the project, organising and executing data collection surveys using methodologies appropriate to the required data, reporting the findings, how to write up a business consultancy report, and analysing and evaluating the evidence or the data collected. When you become an I Qualify UK student, you by default have agreed to our learning contract. When you registered, you agreed to abide by the policies and regulations of I Qualify UK and thereby ABE, the awarding organisation, responsible for your own learning, attend and participate in scheduled learning when required, not to tolerate cheating by giving or taking improper academic aid and not to plagiarise, If you witness any infringements of this contract, you'll handle the situation with responsibility by either addressing the situation directly or discussing it with the student support team. To consult with the student support team or personal tutor when policies towards academic assistance are unclear, and that we have the right in respect of withdrawal and refund. So how does online learning work? Well, there are bite-sized modules of study units, which are a mixture of live and recorded lectures, video clips, articles, links and text. You work through each subject at your own pace with the support and guidance of your tutor. One of the advantages of being online is you can repeat sections until you fully understand them. You do the self-assessment exercises, and you move on to the next unit. And of course, you plan what, how and when you'll revise for the exams, and how you'll research and write the assignments. All the teaching is delivered through our teaching zone, and within that there's an induction section. And the induction section shows you how to navigate around and use the information provided in the teaching zone. There are also regular webinars like this explaining how to use it. It includes links to all the documents and policies you may need to refer to, including items such as the student handbook, assessment handbook, teaching zone FAQs, disability statement, equal opportunities policies and so on. Also has sections, things like high impact skill guides to support your studies and other resources such as how to make Excel easier to use. The teaching zone also contains the content of your course or qualification that you're studying. It contains a section on effective learning skills to help those of you who are new to study or return to study after a break, and those of you who want to go on to further study. And it includes the manager's toolkit on key areas of business management. There are also there's the students' lounge within the teaching zone where you can discuss topics of interest with other students, basically equivalent to Facebook, although obviously it must not be offensive, use it to sell things or for any other inappropriate activity. And finally, it includes the college notice board, which gives you information about times and dates of lectures, information about registering for exams and other relevant information. So how is it assessed? One of the units, the Strategic Business Management Planning unit, is assessed by a 3-hour written exam at an AB examination centre in the first week of June or December. So you need to plan when you're going to take the exam and how and when you'll revise for it. Use the past exam papers and associated feedback reports to see what's published. All this information is within the teaching zone. The papers are marked in the UK, so the results are normally published about 2 months after the exam. And if you're want to apply to enter the June exams, the closing date is the first Friday in April, and for the December exams, it's the first Friday in September. So always allow a few days in advance. So I would expect you people to basically be looking at doing the December 2016 Strategic Business Management and Planning exam. As I say, it's a traditional 3-hour written exam. It's not online. It's essays. But as I say, there's past papers and all the information you'll need is within the teaching zone. The other 4 units are each assessed by a 3,500 word assignment. Assignments can be submitted any time, so it ties in very nicely with the whole principle of online as you study when and where you want to, but obviously you have the support from the ABTEC lectures as well. These assignments are marked in the UK. The results normally take 1 or 2 months, depending on the time of year. It's basically when they are, when the markers are busy marking exams, then it takes longer to get your assignments marked. The one thing you will find useful is the access to academic journals. As an AB student, you get access to what's called the Emerald database of about 120, 140 academic journals on business management. You get a separate AB password or login, usually about 7 to 10 days after registering with us. And it's also the place you go to for your exam results. You are studying at postgraduate level, so some of you I know may want to go on and study for a degree, and so you do need to be familiar with academic journals. But as I say, they're quite interesting to go to because they keep you informed about what's happening in academic research, and they keep you up to date with the latest thinking. And more importantly, if you can quote relevant articles then from an academic journal, then you'll definitely boost your score in the exam or the assignment. It's the only thing that you don't get directly from ourselves or through ABTEC. Basically, all the other information that AB provides is already included in the teaching zone, and there's a lot more than what AB provides. But you need your AB access just to get through to the academic journals. Obviously, when you've obtained your level 7 diploma, you continue to obtain a full master's degree or MBA. And the good news is, having done a postgraduate diploma at that level, the level 7 diploma, you're basically halfway there. ABE has progression agreements with 34 universities around the world, about half of them in the UK, and in practice many more accept the qualification. They just don't have a formal agreement to do so. There's a couple of universities that we recommend, basically because they offer online, and we've worked with them, and we're offering online ourselves. There's the University of Worcester. That actually is slightly different in that it requires a 2-week stay in Worcester, where you study the research methods unit, and then you complete your dissertation back in your home country. University of Northampton is online, and University of Derby is online, but they're not the only options. As I say, there's about 30 or so official agreements and far more in practice. Once you've got the ABE Level 7 diploma, you'll find that university progression is very straightforward at master's levels. Which brings us to the questions section. You should be able to find the answers to the vast majority of your possible questions for yourself in the information in the induction section documentation. If not, then email our student support at iqualifyuk.com with any questions you have about your registration, teaching zone access, or usage, or exam dates, etc. But speak to your ABTEC tutor about the actual course content. That concludes the presentation. I think it's now a question of, would you like to ask me any questions? Enable your microphone while I'm doing it. Here we go.